One down, three more to go, man. I told my wife she should be proud of what she's doing for her family.
Yes, sir. What do you want? You want mango shake? We have a mango juice.
I'm already full.
Okay. Have a nice day.
Who is stuck?
So what's up, babe?
Oh yeah, sarso. Yeah.
That's the first time I seen soursop in the Philippines. That's what we call it where I'm from.
I had to include that fruit stand in the video, man. Kind of remind me when I was a young boy growing up back in the Caribbean. My mother used to take me down to the market on Saturdays. I see all them fruits, man. I get excited, man. Hey, how you guys doing, man? Smoothly here? Hopefully everybody's having a blessed day. Hopefully you guys having a glorious day. I want to take you guys along for a drive, man. This was a drive that we took up in the hills of Cebu. It was a beautiful day. We went on up there. We wanted to go up to the tops, but we didn't know that it was closed. It's still closed down from the typhoon. That was a couple of years ago, and they're still working on fixing that place. Only in the Philippines, man. But anyway, man, what I really wanted to talk about here today, I think it's really important to really talk about. I think this is something that, some of you guys need to know. A lot of you guys already don't know this, but always know, man, that if you're going to bring a Filipino back from the Philippines to America, they're going to want to have the desire to work, truthfully. Hey, us foreigners are not rich, man. A lot of us are just living to work, Some of us going to be working a lot later than others in life. Some of us, we have things set aside to set ourselves up for, a couple more years when we just want to stop, throw our hands up and not work. But, a lot of us, we're still going to be out here working, man. It's just what it is, man. Times are tough for everybody. But just know that if you lady have the desire to work and you really want her to go out and work, just know that she's not just going to be working for herself. I do have some friends here who are married to Filipino ladies that, their lady work, they have to contribute to the household too. So, all that money just is not going to be going overseas. But, for some of you guys, you guys can hold down the fort by yourself, You can pay the bills, do what you need to do. You just need to teach your lady about responsibility and, putting some money aside for herself. But I'll tell this story quick, then I get into really what I wanted to say, man. When I first met my wife, man, she wasn't working as a registered nurse. She got her education back in the Philippines as a registered nurse. She worked there for, I think, a year or so as a registered nurse. But then when she came to America, she wasn't working as a registered nurse. She was working as a CNA. You guys know the process that people has to go through in order to get their license to work here in America. So, when I first met her, I knew she was a registered nurse back in the Philippines, but like I said, she wasn't doing it here. So, once I knew that she was going to be the one for me, man, I started pushing her really hard to make sure that she go out and take the exam to be a registered nurse. Of course, been out away from school for a while, away from working as a nurse, a lot of things that, slipped her mind a little bit. And I'm not saying she forgot everything, but she was just so comfortable doing what she was doing that the people that she was hanging around with was girls who were in the similar situation with her, but they all gave up. And I said to her, I said, man, you with me now. You're not going to have that giving up mind. I don't believe in really giving up like that, man. So I pushed her, paid for the courses that she needs to take to, re-educate herself back into, a nursing mode again. First time she took the examination, it was a disappointment for her. It was a disappointment for me too. She didn't make it. All right, not a problem. Took the course again, paid for the course, took the examination. She didn't make it. Little disappointment. I would be lying to say if we both weren't really disappointed. But after the second time, I said to her, I said, listen, instead of going for the RN, here's what you're going to do. I want you to take the test to be an LPN. You know, it's a step up from being a CNA. And you'll make more money. You'll have more money in your pocket. You save more money. And you can do the things that you need to do. Now, mind you, I didn't know that she was responsible for taking care of her immediate family back in the Philippines. You know, I didn't know this until we actually moved in together. But anyway, she worked for a year as an LPN, you know, level up a little bit. She started getting her knowledge, getting the experience, started understanding medications and all that stuff again, the amount of medication needs to go. So she, you know, she's studying the computation of the milligrams, you know, liters. You guys know what the hell I'm talking about, man. I'm not a nurse. So after a year, this time around, she paid for her own course. It was great for me, man. Keep my money in my pocket, man. You know, she paid for the exam. Great for me again. I kept my money in my pocket. But the third time around, she passed it. You know, she went on out, got a job where she was working as an LPM. She's doing good, making more money now. But, you know, once we really got together now, I really started seeing where her money was going. So I said to her, I said, babe, what are you doing for yourself? She says, just paying her bills. I say, so you just, once you pay your rent and pay your bills and everything, you see, you don't do anything else for yourself? She didn't have time. Most of her money was going back home to the Philippines to take care of her family members. You know? So I really had to sit her down and I had to explain to her, I say, hey, man, you know, I don't really want to stop you from doing what you're doing for your family. But here's what I want you to understand. You do have to start putting something aside and take care of yourself. You do have to be responsible for yourself, you know, not stopping you from doing what you're doing, but make sure that you also take care of yourself and take care of your needs here. And you have to have rainy days fun, you know. But anyway, she got it. She finally started listening to me and stuff like that. Realized that, yeah, she was really doing a lot and wasn't really looking out for herself. So I'm telling you guys just to say, man, you know, she's making sure that one of her niece and three of her nephews are going back to school. One just finished. The other two are getting ready to finish it up in a year or so from nursing school. And then there's one more after that. And the reason why I'm telling this story here, I just want you guys to understand, man, when these women come here and they have the desire to work, they're not just working for themselves. And they're not just going to be working for the household that you guys are sharing together. Part of the money that she's making is going to be going overseas. And it's not your responsibility to take care of, you know, their duties back in their country. But I just want you to understand that these things do happen. You know, it's going to happen. If that Filipino woman cares about her family and she loves her family the way they do, she's going to make sure that part of her finances are going to be going back to the Philippines to take care of her family members back there. You know, you guys can't really be mad at that. You know, I know a lot of guys say, hey, man, she's with me. She works. All that money is going to stay in the household. And I get it, you know, to each his own. But for me, I'm okay. I'm okay with that because I'm able to still keep doing what I'm doing, because before I met her, I was doing all of this on my own. You know, so I don't mind her doing what she needs to do. But now that we have a child together, she's even more involved in making sure that, you know, she do take care of herself and put away some funds for our daughter. So I just wanted to share that story with you guys, man, and let you all know, man, it is not all roses and sunshines, man. It's not. You know, these ladies have responsibilities back home. And me, as an immigrant person, I do understand that. I do understand what it's like to really come from a poor family back in the Caribbean, coming here and knowing that, you know, hey, you're doing somewhat decent here and your folks back home are not doing decent. So I do get it and I do understand it, man. So I thought I'd share that story with you guys, man. I think a lot of you guys who are really watching me, like I says, you all are with Filipino ladies. So you guys know, a lot of you guys who have these desires, just know, man, that if you bring them here, these are the things that's going to be happening, man. But as usual, you guys know what it is with me, man. It is always peace and love, man.
Peace and love.
Peace on out.